Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 mk2, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is, from my end, going to be the 1000th video I will be posting to the playlist. You might see a few less. I've taken some videos down from time to time, but I'm celebrating making 1,000 videos. And I've talked about on stream a project I've been working on, which has been trying to kind of do like, I don't know, an expansion pack or something. Just do something fun to have 10 drum kits put in place here and have some associated patterns. And I've hit kind of a brick wall, as it were. I've been trying to push the SP404 Mark II beyond some of the basic abilities of it. And instead of being like, hey, I mean, it's sort of an announcement, but this is also sort of going to be a rant for just some things that are inconsistent and continue to drive me crazy on the SP404 Mark II because it is both an amazing instrument that allows you to do so much stuff, and it also limits itself by being inconsistent for how it operates. So, to give you an example, as I said, I got like a drum kit, like, basses, just different sounds here. Like the intent is, and I probably will keep working on this after getting over my frustration, but drum sounds generally on the bottom half and different instruments on the top half, and carry this over from bank to bank so that if you kind of like the way it's laid out, you can more or less play sounds the same. You can see that the routing for the sounds changes over time, and the intent for this was to use motion record so that you could really, really change using effects, the sound of what is being played, and really vary it up so that it doesn't sound like this drum, not drum, this bass note will sound different in different patterns. And on the pattern side, I've been working on each bank has a different BPM. I've been working on building out 4-bar patterns so that, um, uh, you could come in, do like pad mutes or other things to kind of record off what you wanted or what you liked, or just go edit things in here. And as a result, it's something like this. No, because I didn't hit start and end, right now we're not running through the effects. But if we go over here, you can see it's a fairly simple pattern, but it's playing out and looping over 4 bars. And by default, there's no way to say when you turn on your SP404 Mark II, when you start a pattern, have motion record. And I said, okay, I can write this up. I can document this. It's not a big deal. You just tell people you get 2 variations. You get a dry version, and if you hit start and end, you can have the wet version. And now it's playing through the 303 vinyl sim and tape echo. And just to get those to start roughly at the start of the pattern is a real chore because motion record is not quantized. It will take the value that you play, and when you like turn an effect on or off or change it, it's just at that moment of time when you do it. So if you're late, or if you do it like, instead of doing it on a 1-1, if you do it on 1-2, or like halfway between 1-1 and 1-2, you can get like some of these sounds will sound very terrible as it transitions from being dry to wet. I've been investigating all kinds of ways to solve this, and it really requires using an external sequencer, whether it's MPC, Ableton Live, whatever. Like, you have to program it in because there's no way to adjust the motion record once you've baked it in. But I've done a lot of these patterns. I've come in and just put stuff in and recorded it by hand because I kind of wanted like a more natural feel to it, more organic. I was like, you know what? It's okay if it's a tiny bit sloppy. Once it loops over, it should be fine. And then I hit the issue that has made me incredibly mad. And this is where it gets into being inconsistent. For motion record, for example, we can record in motion for the parameter knobs 1 through 3. And we can't do 4 through 6, which is kind of problematic if you want to do a project like this, because it means that all of your patterns that are going to use motion record, whatever values are on knobs 4 through 6, you're stuck with them. You can't change them. You can't automate in and record new values. It's a real bummer. or you're going to have to use an external sequencer to handle sending over those changes. And at that point, why are you trying to do all of this work within the SP404 Mark II? Well, on the other hand, though, I was like, you know what? We have the ability. I think, what is it like? I'll turn it off and back on because what is it? I think it's Shift and Mark. I'm forgetting offhand, but to save your parameters values for all of your effects. So I was like, you know what? I'll save everything. So let's just do it. I think you hold it like Shift and Mark for a few seconds, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And it says saved EFX parameters, which is awesome. Like that just means like if you're like, hey, I got stuck, you just do a power cycle. If that's baked into your project, you're cool. But check this out. I'm gonna play this. And this is where I'm like, I don't know that I have the effort and energy to do everything necessary to get this to work because Roland just isn't helping me here. So I'm gonna turn motion record on just to like have it, or not motion record, I'm doing the playback, turning that back on. So we're gonna see the effects come in. And do I switch over to vinyl? I'm just gonna stop it. I'm gonna go to vinyl and hit Shift MFX. We're just going to keep the page up. So in my ignorant mind, why are we starting again? Oh, probably because the MPC is playing. It just re-triggered it. Anyway, Shift MFX. I'm going to go to the second page. If I go turn level down here, and this just is one example of many, and I come in and play, all of a sudden I'm missing half the sounds. Totally fine. It's like, yeah, maybe I messed that up. I can't do a motion record on CC4, so that level, when I go do a power cycle, will be back. But check this out. It's not. It's saving these parameter changes as you make them. Why? I have no idea. I can understand to some extent. It would be fine. But again, we're playing, it's fine, right? But we don't have the motion playback on, so I turn it on, and now those kick drums are gone. Like the kick, the bass, it's gone. And I can't go document and tell people, well, go hit remain, go back over, turn the level up, and go set all these parameters for every single effect. That will be insane to document. So where does this leave me? I'm not really fully sure because what I had wanted to do was be able to document out for folks and say, this was going to be, and I did a video that I recorded. That's one of the ones that's private right now. That's probably like 999 or whatever. That would be in the list that you can't see, which saying, hey, I want to announce to folks, I'm going to do like half of these, maybe 80 of the patterns I will go through and fill out. And if people want to submit things, I'm going to go set up on Patreon and you guys can download the drum kits and the project. Just send me the pattern file. We'll go have fun. I'll put people's names on these things and be able to show you how to, I'll document up how to make your own 4-bar patterns. We'll put some stuff in here, just get like a little bit of a community driven effort. And unfortunately, because of this very issue where it is saving the effect chains, because I was going to have to say already, whatever these pads are set to, whether they're gated or I've added ADSR or anything else, like you're stuck with those settings. Like whatever is in here, if you make changes, it's not going to sound the same when you send me the pattern file over because these are things that are not automatable. They're baked into the project, not into the pattern. And then I was going to have to say like whatever the effect settings are what they are, except that you can go through record in motion record automation. It is frustrating, it's difficult, and it's not terribly fun to go work with. But I was like, you know what, we'll get like a crowdsourced fun community project and help get like some exposure for folks out there. And at this point, I can tell you, I don't want to put other people through this mess of nonsense. It's gone from being something I was very excited about to announce and thought would be really fun to get people involved into, and I'm now at the point where I'm like, I will power through, I think, myself getting drum kits, and maybe I'll get like 80 or so 4-bar patterns, but I just I'm really running out of energy with this. This is one of many projects that I've just started and then just found that the Roland SP404 mk2 just can't handle it. And these are all things that I have issues with it that I take for granted on things like just like older technology like the MPC 1000 or I mean JJOS is like I mean he's still getting updates out there, but like I can do so many cool things with like a DAW or an MPC or whatever. And I really don't feel like I'm asking for a lot on the SP404 mk2. I just need this to be consistent and repeatable and something that I can get content out there and share with other people without wondering, are they actually hearing what I'm hearing or are they getting something else? So I know this has been a super long rant. I apologize for that. I know this isn't helping folks out learn anything about the SP404 mk2 on the one hand. I still think it's a great device. I think it's still a great instrument, but for trying to do like things where you really push it, you're just hitting so many problems. I don't know. I wish I could help more with it. Um, I've started taking and trying to offload patterns and things onto the MPC so that I can then play them back in here, and it just becomes it's so much work. It's a lot of work, and yeah, I don't know what else to say than thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to me kind of rant and kind of talk about some of the issues here. If you're interested in trying to help get involved or want to try and make some patterns, reach out to me. Send me an email. I'm happy to talk with you, and we can see what does or does not work, and maybe we can experiment with it together. Anyway, guys, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Everybody, keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.